So this one comes to us from 1985, and it is a Powell Lance Mountain board from 85, and this one has personal meaning for me because it was the board that I rode in the Powell Peralta video, The Search for Animal Chin. And so here it is in all its glory, so this is pretty much still how I wrote it back in 85 in the video, which is on YouTube, on the Powell Peralta YouTube channel, and they were gracious enough to give me the thumbnail. So if you look at the thumbnail for the Bones Brigade video, The Search for Animal Chin on YouTube, you will see this board, and this is the one. And yes, for those of you wondering, Lori is for Lori Rigsby. Yes, Lori was my first girlfriend in 1985, and for all of 6 months. But that was it was a trying 6 months. Well, not trying, but yes. So I was devastated when she broke up with me just before the filming of this video, the Animal Chin video, that is. And my whatever reason, I thought, well, I'm just going to have her name really big on the bottom of my board for the video, so that any shot in it you can see it, and you can actually pretty clearly see it in the video. But this is from a big Trans World skateboarding sticker. They made really huge ones for the contest, and so I grabbed one and cut it up to say Lori. And then if you look, because I was in such a great mental state there, I'll hold this up there. If you look at that, yes, it does indeed say stale, and that is in fact me doing a rocket air. And so yeah, hate yourself much as a first breakup teen, and so that was there too, and you can see that in the video too. These are the hangers, the truck hangers that I rode. I don't have the base plates anymore. I don't know what happened to the base plates because I had actually taken it apart, and but I put it back together because there were a couple of contests that were put on by Quicksilver called the All 80s Day. And in 08, that was the whole thing. Was like, oh, you got to ride 80s boards. So I go, okay, well, I'll just put this thing together. And so I put it back together for the All 80s contest. And it is, it's kind of, well, I mean, it's not in really very good shape. And it is sort of crumbling, I think, and it's twisted. And, oh yeah, here's more Lori art for all you people to see. Heartbroken kid, jeez. But yeah, so these are the actual hangers, but they had since moved on to become trucks that I put on a street board. And back then we rode our trucks forever and ever, so you can see that that's all the way to the axle, and just for good measure, that's how it is. And I actually rode it in the 2008 contest. I have like one shot in there because sadly I threw my back out, probably the worst I ever did, the day before the contest at a little practice session. And so I'm riding this crumbling old ancient sea scrolls of a board, and with trucks, and oh yeah, the back truck is not any better. So I rode it like that, and literally the wheels were the only thing holding the trucks on for that contest. Yeah, Jason Ellis stood on the board, and he was like, "Man, this thing must be old." And then I told him which board it was, and he was like, "Oh," and he jumped off of it because he said, "Well, I don't want to break it before the contest." And fortunately, it did not break in the contest. But anyway, so that's that. And of course, the Witz Carlsbad pipeline sticker that we all did. because we love Witt's Carlsbad Pipelines, and my first sponsor. So anyway, yeah, there it is. The board I wrote in The Search for Animal Chin, and it is not for sale.